GameStop declares the console wars over. Apparently, for the past 2 years, the global gaming community has engaged in an ongoing and increasingly petty conflict known as the console wars. So, like, I think, help me understand if I'm wrong. Like, some games were created only for specific consoles.
Yes, that was a very common thing. You basically would pick your allegiance for a different system, and the biggest talking point would be the exclusives. Like, I'm getting it for this exclusive.
Okay, okay. And so, uh, under its authority, GameStop under its authority as a neutral entity in the world's retail gaming and trading destination, hereby declares the official cessation of the console wars. All claims to exclusivity are hereby dissolved. Console loyalists are instructed to cease hostilities, disband militias, and enjoy this new era of gaming. Okay. GameStop will continue to
You think this
operate.
can't be real?
I'm so here's why I even saw this, right? Because I'm like, I don't understand. Because the White House posted this and said "Power to the players,"
What?
and so I'm just like, wait, what is going
Yeah,
on?
because as producer Kurt said in the chat, Halo is going to be on PlayStation, that's like, if you're a gamer and you grew up, you would never have thought that would ever be a reality. You'd be like, there's no way. Like, that is the staple connection that people have to the Xbox brand. And so that was either like you're a Halo person and you love Xbox, or you're one of those PlayStation people. So it's crazy to think that that's now here. Maybe that will usher in a new era of peace.
So GameStop also posted this. And so another thing that I've been seeing, right, is like, okay, so the other part of this meme, I think, is that Donald Trump is like taking responsibility for ending wars of all sorts.
Mm.
And I saw this because it was on SNL. There was like this podcast. It was like a podcast meme. And this, I found it hilarious. But essentially, they were making fun of young kids. It was like the Snack Homies podcast. And Donald Trump came on and he was like, I ended all the wars. I ended 120. This is fake Donald Trump on SNL. And so I figured like maybe this is that as well. It's like them playing into their own meme.
That's a meme. That's totally what it is. Yeah, completely. That's crazy to think about how interconnected that is to such bigger things, because when you were a kid growing up that was our age, even more so probably a little older than you, like, console gaming was the biggest thing, man. Like, it was actually a big thing. It ruled the majority of what we talked about. Like, most of childhood memories for someone who's like 28 to 35, like, their video games and the brands associated with it are such a big deal. Like, people would actually care about that shit, like, in a very big way.
Fair, man. Yeah, I missed out on a lot of that kind of stuff. But anyways,
So you didn't play any games growing up then, eh?
I did. But at 15, I sold my Xbox because I needed money to run ads on Facebook. And I was like, I'm
Yes.
done.
You always stop playing games when you start building the businesses. That's like, I used to play so many more video games, and now I can only really pick games that I can play and be decent at without a ton of time invested, and that still have the competitiveness of, like, I want to be able to beat a person, and ideally beat a person that I know, or lose to a person that I know. I just find that a lot more fun. But yeah, it's right when you start doing a business, like, you just can't play games anymore, and people typically don't get that. They're like, why don't you play games? I'm like, I wish. I don't have the time. What my favorite games were? Okay, I got a few that come to mind. Jack and Dexter growing up is my favorite game of all time. That thing was absolutely elite. I love Super Smash Bros. Been playing the newest one quite a bit. And then if I had to pick a third game, Halo 3 is probably the third one. What were your favorite games, Keith?
I was a huge Rockstar guy, man. Um,
Rockstar, like, what's that? Like, oh, like GTA?
yeah. GTA,
Okay,
Red
okay.
Dead Redemption. They even made a game called
Oh, Red Dead.
Gun back in the day, which was like the predecessor to Red Dead. And that was sick.
Okay,
Um,
that was
but
fire.
anyways, yeah, that's as far as I got. I wasn't a real gamer.